with singer Axl Rose.
He could have been the hero of the day, you know. We continue the show, and, you know, the band plays on, and we're here to bring music, and he throws this fit.
Axl's monitor system wasn't to his liking. Then Storm 2 of the evening kind of happened.
He'd said something into the mic and just threw it down and walked off stage. Axl didn't want to be outdone, and that's when all hell broke loose.
So the kids start freaking, turning over cop cars, fighting the police, burning everything in sight.
People just storming into the grandstands and destroying everything. Some cars were on fire, there were people hurt, and we couldn't leave.
I go and light myself on fire, and he upstages me.
And so we went into the dressing room, you know, and they're acting like nothing happened.
Axl's down there with the cigarette holder in one hand and the champagne glass in the other. So my voice is giving me trouble. Your voice is giving me trouble. You shouldn't probably be drinking or smoking.
And it reminded me of what it must have looked like when Rome burned and Nero played a fiddle.
We can relate to Axl and his attitude, you know. So we learned quite a bit on what not to do.
Isn't it funny how history has almost erased Guns N' Roses? One of the great frontmen in the past 20 years disappeared, yet Metallica continues to play anywhere in the world in front of any mass of people, comes out with a new record which will always go platinum. They are the Led Zeppelin of this generation.
Released from the hospital the day after the Montreal riot, Hetfield began a painful ritual of 90-minute therapy sessions. Weeks would pass before he could make a fist, let alone play guitar.
This is not going to bring us down, you know. This is going to take a lot more than that to stop Metallica. We got a friend out to fill in. It's like, you know, I could still sing.
At the time, it was like he wasn't sure that he was going to ever play again.
So John Marshall has been our savior quite a few times. So it pays, you know, if you're a roadie, learn the band's songs. You could end up on stage with them.
He was very, very, very motivated to heal himself as quickly as possible. And James is the kind of guy who doesn't like letting people down.
We've asked a lot from James Hetfield as a band, as people, and he's delivered every time.
It was always, I'm going to play. This is my life, and I don't care what happens. I'm going to continue.
After 2.5 years of non-stop touring, in the summer of 1994, Metallica agreed to take a long overdue open-ended break. Kirk studied film and Asian arts at San Francisco State. Lars pursued scuba diving and immersed himself in the art scene. Jason created new music projects, and James pursued his own hobbies.
Safer hobbies like hunting, and now I got a motorcycle, hot rods, and, you know, wakeboarding, snowboarding. Plenty of outdoor danger. I love it. I live for it.
When they reunited a year later in late 1995, they were stronger than before. In the studio, there was a sense of revitalization and a new spirit of collaboration.
There was a total sense of respect and a total sense of being at ease with what the other person was bringing into it.
Let's lay back a little bit. Let's let Jason and Kirk play what they feel. You know, instead of we're standing over behind them, you know, tapping them on the shoulder. That note, no. I didn't write that note for you. It got really, it was stiff, man.
It's all down to him if we're going to know.
Lyrics are the bottleneck of the whole album.
Coming up, Metallica returns to the road.
We've got such a carte blanche at this point. We can play kind of whatever, wherever we want. This freedom is just awesome.
And a new, improved Metallica is accused of selling out.
Yes, we sell out. Every seat in the house, every time we play, anywhere we play.
When Behind the Music continues. In June of 1996, Metallica released their first studio album in 5 years, Load. Although it entered Billboard at #1, the band's 6th album met with an unexpected backlash.
I can understand, like, this kid has the photo from 1991 from the Black Album. That's my Metallica. The next photo he sees is 5 years later, and it's on this other record that has semen on the cover. And these guys on the back in Cuban pimp suits with martinis and cigars and no hair. who is that? It says Metallica on there, but I don't recognize these people.
We were doing the Unplugged in New York. They all showed up, all four of the guys. They're all sitting in a row, and they all had these new short haircuts and stuff. It was pretty funny. So Mike wrote some stuff on his bass about friends not letting friends get friends' haircuts because they were all GQ looking and cleaned up and stuff.
Metallica is all about music, not the length of our hair.
We've heard the word sell out, you know, from way back.
Nowadays, I welcome it. Come with me with what you got.
Yes, we sell out every seat in the house, every time we play, anywhere we play.
Today, after nearly 2 decades together, Metallica shows no signs of slowing down. With the release of their 7th album, Reload, in 1998, the band was back doing what they love most, performing live in concert.
The upside is playing with 3 of the greatest musicians I've ever played with in my life, and going out on stage and watching the look on the fans' faces when we play their favorite songs, and just to feed off that energy that comes off the crowd, you know. That's a really amazing thing.
And that's why they keep coming back every time, because we have delivered every time, live. That is our forte, and it will hopefully continue to be for quite some time.
And I think that the biggest accomplishment that we can do is to make that last another 10 or 20 years, and finding a way to stick around and challenging ourselves and challenging our audience. And that, I think, will be the ultimate Metallica accomplishment.
We can play kind of whatever, wherever we want. This freedom is just awesome. There's no stop sign in front of us yet, man. We're gonna roll on, and because, you know, like I said, this is family, and we don't know anything else, man. That's it.